And hey folks, how you doing? Durinde here, and going to be playing Whispers of a Machine. It's been a really good year for indie games, especially point-and-click adventure games. Earlier this year, we've had Unavowed, we've had Lamplight City, and this is the latest from Clifftop Games. I believe they also published Unforeseen Incidences, which happened a little bit earlier this year. Check out Monty Plays Games, because I think he played a little bit of that on stream. So, Whispers of a Machine, it's kind of a post-apocalyptic thing. There's been something that has happened that has, humanity has been fairly advanced in terms of the science, but something happened and kind of drove humanity back from kind of the bleeding edge of science. So the game's going to tell us more about this. Full disclosure, I have played through this once, so wanted to do that so I don't get stuck in puzzles and stuff like that. And also, in this game, there's a couple different kind of conversational paths. There's one where you can be kind of empathetic towards the NPCs. There's one where you're just kind of like a robot and analytical, and I forget what the third one is. I think you're kind of more forceful and aggressive. So there's an achievement actually for completing the game using each one of those different paths that you can take. So let's get things started. I'm going to start the game, and we're going to go with slot 2, and we're going to create a new game. And let's see what happens. I believe there is a kind of an intro cutscene here.
So what's with the gloomy look? Left someone dear behind?
Yeah. You could say that.
Been there. So, Nordson, eh? You better buckle up. We've got some nasty weather coming in.
I heard. Sadly, caring about storms is a luxury people in my line of work are rarely afforded.
Oh, and what kind of work is that?
Special Agent, Violent Crimes, Central Bureau.
Well, shit.
Okay, so that was our intro. So all we know right now is that we're a special agent, and we were on a train, and we've gone up to this kind of large, almost Final Fantasy VII type city. Alright, so I'm going to try to play kind of the analytical character this time through.
Vera England, Central Bureau.
Oh, you're Agent England. Sorry for shouting at you. I'm Gabriel.
Apology accepted. Now, brief me, please.
Certainly, ma'am. The victim is Carl Oscarson, age 33, stabbed to death by an unknown assailant. He worked here as a carpenter and was found early this morning by a coworker who was sitting over there by the window.
Got it.
Sorry about the state of the crime scene. We're not used to this sort of thing.
Okay, so I get it, but I gotta tell you, this isn't up to par. Follow my lead. Evidently, the entire room should have been evacuated. Staying clear of the body would have decreased the risk of contaminating evidence. Don't worry about it, Constable. This looks quite typical. So I'm gonna, like I said, try to do kind of a neutral, analytical type character.
This entire room should have been evacuated. Staying clear of the body would have decreased the risk of contaminating evidence.
Yeah, maybe we should have established a wider perimeter.
Yes, I would highly advise that for next time.
Makes us kind of a dick,
I'll
but...
strive to do better in the future.
Good to hear. Now, give me a second while I examine the body.
Sure, I'll be here. So, is this where you use your X-ray vision?
My what?
Come on, you have to be aware of the rumors. How agents like you are supposed to be equipped with some kind of advanced cybernetics.
Again, I'm going to kind of go like no comment.
The Central Bureau has a strict no comment policy on those types of inquiries.
I bet it does. Well, let's carry on.
So yeah, what that other character Gabriel alluded to is that we are in fact outfitted with all sorts of implants that help us be a effective detective. First of all, we have this forensic scanner that we actually can move around the screen, and things will change colors when it picks up things. So let's take a look at the body here now using our smart scan. So it's analyzing So we have a deceased male, aged 32, plus or minus 4 years. He has a blood type B. The estimated time of death was 6 hours ago around. There's a DNA, prints, and blade shape, and that's been added to the data vault. So you kind of use the information that we did the smart scan, that got us that. So now, let's see, this guy, that was his blood. Let's see if this is actually the body's blood on this guy's hands. Human blood, type B, DNA mismatch from current carrier.
That would suggest that he likely only touched the body after death.
So there you go. That actually is our victim's blood. Okay, let's take a look at the blade shape, and we can do that by hovering over the body again. So now we have a pattern for the blade. So we can take a look and, see if we can find some different things related to that. I don't think there's anything in this area that relates to the blade shape. That's going to come back later on. So this is Carl's bio. So I just want to confirm that this is in fact his blood, matching data. Yep. COD report. So yeah, it is in fact this. We have a couple other kind of augmentations. We have a biometric analyzer that lets us kind of do like a little lie detector thing with the people that we're talking to. So Gabriel is relaxed right now, so let's chat with him a little bit and see if his tone changes as we address him.
Gabriel.
Yeah?
So, the way the conversation tree works in this game, you have your kind of notepad, and as you uncover evidence and dialogue trees, you can just click on things. So, we've already talked about Carl's murder. It's not going to let me do that. Let's ask him about himself.
What can you tell me about yourself?
Not much to tell. I grew up here in Nordson, and all my family is here. The commissary is my uncle. He's always been the one who encouraged me to become a policeman.
So, how long have you been a cop?
8 years now.
Wow, 8? Must have started young.
Yep, started as a trainee at age 16.
I see.
Okay, so it doesn't look like we have anything else that we can ask him about.
That's all I need for now.
Very well, Agent.
Our third kind of thing is a muscle boost, and that's going to come into play a little bit later on. We'll see that very shortly. Let's unlock this guy. Let's turn off our biometric analyzer, and let's just take a look around the room here now.
Alright, we've got multiple knife-sized stab wounds to the chest. I don't see a murder weapon, so I take it none was found at the scene?
That's right. All knives and sharp tools in the building have been accounted for, too.
It looks like the victim was attacked directly from the front. I don't see any major defense wounds, so this was either a surprise attack, or the victim knew the perpetrator. What about any potential suspects, Constable? Did Carl have enemies?
None as far as we know. He seemed to be well liked among the guys here, but the man who found him might know more.
There was a photo in his chest pocket.
Okay, let's take a look at this bloody photo.
It's a bloody photograph of Carl and a young woman, taken fairly recently by the look of it. He's holding hands with the woman, but I can't discern her face. Too much damage to the photo. She's wearing a brass necklace. Could be relevant.
Okay, let's see if Gabriel knows anything about this photo.
Do you know who the woman in this photo is?
Too hard to tell. Sorry.
Okay, and I should mention that, yes, we do have an inventory. It doesn't really go past a lot what we have here. It is an adventure game, but it's not one where like you're constantly holding on to a whole bunch of seemingly unrelated objects. The game does a pretty good job of getting your character to drop things that she no longer needs. So that's a great design decision from what I can... from my experience, anyway. Alright, so let's go talk to the witness, and we're going to put on our biometric analyzer and see if we can uncover anything from him. Alright, so we're looking at him. He doesn't look too happy, so we can consult him. We can ask about his bloody hands. If he's guilty stealing, we give him a chance to come up with a lie. Let's be quick and to the point. Like I said, I'm going for the analytical route.
Hi. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, Okay, so let's ask him about the murder.
Why don't you tell me about what happened this morning?
Okay. Well, I get up early for my morning smoke. I keep my smokes in my locker, so I came in here. I saw Carl lying in the corner. It was still kind of dark, so I thought he'd fallen and hurt himself. I ran over to him. That's when I noticed the blood, and I guess I was kind of in shock, so I tried to stop the bleeding, but then I felt how cold he was. I yelled for help. The guys came running, and then Joseph, our foreman, sent someone to go get the police.
Okay. When was the last time you saw Carl alive?
Late last night, or around midnight. He stayed up with us playing cards, which is unusual.
Unusual? How so?
Well, it was rare for Carl to stick around in the evenings. He usually went out by himself.
Oh. Do you know where he used to go?
No idea. He didn't talk much about that. Maybe he went to the canteen to meet some friends. Anyway, Carl seemed a bit anxious last night. He seemed distracted.
Got it. Thanks for the info.
Okay, so he's anxious. I mean, he just saw a death, which is kind of understandable. Let's ask him about himself.
Can you tell me a little bit about Carl?
Sure. I've known him since I started working here 4 years ago. We instantly hit it off. He had a great sense of humor. He used to be so cheerful, you know? Always kidding around, always with a smile on his face. But then about a year ago, something happened. He became absent-minded and humorless. I know people can change, but this came seemingly from nowhere.
Huh. What do you think caused this shift?
No idea. Whatever it was, he wouldn't confide in me about it.
Okay, so apparently this guy's had a change in attitude within the past year. Let's see if he knows anything about our detective.
What's your opinion on the policeman over there?
Gabriel is a good man. He's been a cop in Nordsund for quite a while.
Okay, not much. I mean, what else would you say? Let's show him the bloody photo and see if he recognizes the woman.
Have a look at this picture. Do you know who the woman is?
Yeah, that's just some old girlfriend of Carl's from ages ago.
Is that so?
Ooh, so we have an anomaly here.
Aged well. Any other questions?
Okay, I think we have to ask about that again and then click on the anomaly when it shows up.
This woman.
Yes, I told you, old girlfriend from before.
Alright, so we'll click on the anomaly. Let's be stern about
Lying
it.
to my face. If this attitude of yours doesn't change, the gloves will come off. I'm a patient woman, but I will only accept.
I think I went a little bit aggressive there
I'll do what I need to
and
do,
not
just
analytical.
as a murder victim.
I'm sorry. I gave him a promise. The lady in the photo, Carl is still seeing her. Well, was, I suppose.
Why wouldn't you tell me that from the beginning?
It was a secret. Carl said they would both get in trouble if anybody knew.
Why would they get into trouble? An affair?
I didn't ask, but yeah, it could be.
All right. Tell me everything you know about this woman.
Carl said she lived somewhere north of town. That's all I know.
Okay, I believe you.
Okay, so we now have another avenue to explore, which is the mystery woman. Alright, so let's close this out.
Questions for now.
Okay.
But we're not done here yet. Carl had a locker, so let's check out the lockers.
A row of personal lockers for the workers here. Not sure which one belongs to Carl.
Alright. I'm sure Carl's workmate would probably know.
A few more questions.
So let's ask him.
Hey, do you know which one of these lockers belongs to Carl?
Yeah, it's number 2. Second from the left.
Okay, I'll check it out. Is there an extra key for it somewhere?
I don't think so. As far as I know, Carl had the only one.
Okay, it wasn't on his body. So that avenue's been closed off
That's
now,
all
and
questions.
because I mean we know where the locker is, and there's no point in asking Gabriel about it. All right, let's try to open up Carl's locker.
Locked. Doesn't look incredibly strong, though. I might be able to get it open with enough force.
So yeah, we can use our little muscle boost here and rip it open.
Please try not to wreck the place.
No reason for alarm. I just needed to get this locker open.
All right, so we do have some boots,
A pair of large boots with dirt under them.
and we do have a coat.
There was a piece of paper in one of the inner pockets.
All right, let's check this
The
out.
note looks like it was written by a woman. It reads, "Hi, Doofus. You're registered now. Go try it out. Remember how you totally flipped the day I first came to Nordsund? Kisses."
Okay, let's use our scanner. So let's try the smart scan. And we do have something on the bottom of the boots here. So it contains traces of rare flora, saffron. Okay.
I could go and follow up on the saffron lead now, but I should check out the dormitory first.
Is there anything else on the coats? Doesn't seem to be. Of course, his fingerprints are probably all over the place. Yeah, it's his DNA. And I doubt we'll get anything with the blade shape. No. Okay, so I'm going to turn this off. Let's take a look at this old soda fountain.
Looks pre-collapse, basically a glorified corner lamp. There's a coin slot on the side with a coin stuck in it. I can probably pull it out using some extra strength.
Extra strength, eh? So let's use the muscle boost. Get ourselves a coin. Let's take a look at it.
It's an old pre-collapse coin. No one would accept it as payment today.
Okay, so obviously not legal tender, but we do have this. Surely it's going to come into usefulness a little bit later on. So let's see if we can check out the dormitory. See if we can get some more clues.
Where's Carl's bed?
Turn left and then go straight. I left the light on so it'd be easy for you to find.
Gotcha. Be right back.
All right, let's do it. All right, so the light is on here, so obviously this is where Carl's bed was. You can find out for sure by getting Carl's biometric information and verifying that. Matching data, fingerprints, okay. So that's obviously his bed because his DNA's all over it. Apparently he was in this drawer. Fingerprints, and ooh, looks like his fingerprints have been up here as well. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, basically, I clicked through that a little bit too quick, but she basically says, yeah, that's interesting that his fingerprints were there. Let's just check out things with the smart scan. Nope. What about the boot print? Nope. And the blade shape, probably not. Okay. So I think we've done all we can do with our scanner. So we did see his fingerprints on the desk, so let's check that out.
Pens and paper.
Okay, nothing there. There is a chest here.
Clean clothes and sheets. Nothing interesting.
Okay. What about this little panel that we saw?
The panel is screwed on tight. I'll need some way of getting it loose.
All right. Ventilation panel. What if we used our super strength?
Sure, I could try to use brute force, but I'd risk damaging what's...
Okay, so there must be another way for us to get into this ventilation tube. Let's head back out. There we go, to locker room. Maybe somebody has something that can help us open up the vent. Maybe we need a tool of some sort, and this guy looks like he would have some tools, so let's talk to him about it. See if he knows anything about saffron first. Maybe he knows where they grow it.
Saffron plants?
Nope. I know we grow them in Nordsund, but that's...
What about the ventilation panel?
Know where I can get a screwdriver?
What for? Are you taking this place apart?
Screw by screw.
I needed to get some potential evidence.
Sounds strange to me, but either way, it's not my job to do your errands.
Okay. Well, you think he would give up a screwdriver?
Hey, do you happen to know where I can get a screwdriver?
What for? Are you taking this place apart?
Not exactly. I needed to get some...
Sounds strange to me, but either way, it's not my job to do your errands.
Okay.
That's no questions.
So that's not going to work. Let's turn this off. Let's talk to Gabriel. Maybe he can help us out.
Gabriel,
Yeah?
hey, do you happen to know where I can get a screwdriver?
Not really. The foreman collected all the tools and locked them up after the murder.
So he doesn't
Do you know
know.
anything about saffron plants?
I know we grow them here in Nordson, but I'm not sure exactly where. We have vegetables all over.
Okay. See if he knows anything about the mystery woman.
Woman who was seeing Carl.
I'm afraid not. I didn't know Carl myself.
Okay, so nothing there.
Very well, Agent.
Can we intimidate him with our muscle
I have
boost?
no reason to
No. Okay. Does he know anything about this note?
Do you know who wrote this note to Carl?
Afraid not. I don't recognize the handwriting.
There's a lot of frayed knots here. What about the coin?
I don't need to show. A few more questions.
Seriously, dude. Like I said, I did play through this before,
Driver?
What for?
Not exactly.
Sounds strange to me, but
and I'm sure I got I'm sure I got the screwdriver from him. Great thing about this, though, is if you hold down space, it will show you all the hot spots. Let's go back to the dormitory. Maybe in this bag.
Dirty laundry.
No.
The panel is screwed on.
What if we use the coin? There we go.
There was a small key hidden inside the duct.
All right, now we have a
I think I'm
key.
almost done here. I should just talk to Gabriel before I go.
For some reason, I thought you actually did get a screwdriver, but I guess not. It has been a few days since I did my last playthrough, but... So, there still may be some stumbling on puzzles. Alright, let's talk to
I
Gabriel.
think I'm done here.
Oh, okay. Mind sharing?
It seems like the murder could be tied to a secret relationship Carl had with a woman. But I'm leaving all options open.
Sounds reasonable. You have a lead to follow up on?
Yes, I have reason to believe that Carl recently passed through an area with saffron plants somewhere in Nordsund. Maybe I can correlate that with Carl's movements to the north of town when seeing that woman.
Good. Meanwhile, we'll transport the body to the morgue and have an autopsy performed as soon as possible. Do you want us to keep the area sealed off?
No need. I'm done here and won't come back. You can let the men get back to work.
Very well. I'll let them know.
By the way, how do I get to the police station from here?
Just head straight east outside. You'll see it.
Got it. See you later.
Okay, let's head outside to Nordson? Alright, and I'm actually going to end things off there because A, I don't want to give away too much in the first episode, and B, this is kind of a test episode for me because I'm working with a new setup, so just want to see how things pan out. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked what you saw, think about liking the video, think about subscribing to the channel. We'll see you next time. Take care and have yourself a great day.